I wonder if that band plays Who Let the Dogs Out. You could find out. I don't know. Anyway, of all dog breeds, the Greyhound is maybe one of the least understood breeds, but also a very special type of breed and extremely well behaved. We've had these dogs in the studio all morning, and you haven't heard, maybe other than a little leash jingle, that's about it. They haven't barked. They haven't done what dogs do, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, John Sperry from the Greyhound Adoption of Connecticut, you're with us this morning. Tell us a little bit about the mystique of greyhounds. They go back several centuries and...
That's correct.
To Egypt or something?
Greyhounds are actually characterized as a sighthound, and the sighthound's been around with human civilization since ancient Egypt. These particular breed is out of Eastern Europe and were bred ever since the beginning of the Middle Ages, and are actually bred as not racing dogs. I'm sorry.
Like royalty, right? Weren't they?
They're actually hunting dogs.
Oh,
and that's how they got
kidding.
coursing.
Good bird dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
okay.
because of the mystique and because of their aptitude for the hunting, they actually become very prized possessions of the elite, and eventually became only allowed to be owned by royalty or nobles of the Middle Ages.
Now for a low, low price, folks. But you know what I'm wondering, though? So why isn't the Sphinx a greyhound instead of a cat? Was there a coin toss? Did somebody lose something?
I think so.
I'm just kind of wondering about the, oops. Hey, so tell us about these. They are so mild-mannered.
Yep.
They chase, they can run, what is it? How fast can they run?
They max out about 40, 45 miles an hour when they're full in top physical condition.
All right, it's a slam dance now, officially.
Yep. And because of that, they're actually really misunderstood. People think they're high-energy dogs, that because they're racers and coursers, that they need a lot of room and need a lot of energy. But they're almost like cheetahs, where they race for about 6 minutes and then they're done for about 24 hours. So as you can see, once they're off the track and there's no rabbits around, they're usually very nice dogs, very well behaved, except for a little wandering here and there.
But fortunately, unlike cheetahs, they don't eat like antelopes. You don't have to cheat, you know.
No, you don't have to feed them antelopes or anything like that. They're good with regular dog food.
All right, so how tough is it to care for one? You said they don't need a lot of space to adopt one and to care for one.
They're very easy. They're very similar to most dogs. Many of our adopters actually live in condos, so they just need a daily walk and to be let out to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then simple, food, water, the basics.
John, tell me about one of these. I understand is a service dog. Is that right?
We have Lily here. She's actually a registered dog with the Therapy Dogs of America. International Therapy Dogs.
Therapy Dogs International, okay.
And she's part of a new program, Reading Dogs, which goes to nursing homes and libraries and schools to read to children.
She reads to kids?
Yeah, she's very well trained.
That would be something, wouldn't it? Yeah. And isn't it interesting, too, because with service dogs, my understanding anyway, and correct me if I'm wrong, is, regardless of breed, that once they put on their service harness, they know, and it's all work, all business for them. When they take it off, they just sort of become like any other dog.
Very much so, as you can tell.
Yeah. So, but they're so well mannered. Is it in their nature, or is it something that people just happen to train greyhounds to be so mild mannered?
It's actually because they're raised, because they're work dogs. They're raised since birth to be around humans and have been around other dogs. They're very social, and just their breeding. Because of their socialization early on, that they're used to humans, they're used to dogs, and so they tend to be very good pets because of that.
All right, well, the mosh pit has kind of mellowed out here a little bit because this one's just sort of rubbing up against me.
They are known for leaning.
Oh, they are so wonderful. You go lick the camera. Okay. Not that, the camera. All right, anyway, so tell me, how do people get, if they want to adopt, where do they get the information?
Basically go to our website, ctgreyhounds.org, and from there we have a form you fill out for an adoption, and we do a home visit, and it's a chance to get a dog in your house and have a one-on-one with a person from our organization and the dog to see if that's the right breed for you, and from there you just pick the one you want.
I think if I was gonna get a dog, I think I might get a greyhound. They are such great dogs.
They're great pets.
Love it. John Sperry with the Connecticut Greyhound Adoption, and everybody, thanks for bringing in your pooches here. Appreciate it. And guess what? The band's gonna be back in a little while too. But we've got much more ahead on Good Morning Connecticut. Let's take a live look outside. I think we have one of our live cameras up there. Maybe not. Making a live.